It's in the game.
Let's go Ducks. EA Sports is in the game.
Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Thunderbirds and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Reese?
Holly, thank you. The Thunderbirds kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Huskies offense to go on the attack first. And here comes Jalen Macon. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. The run inside. It's Johnson. He's got enough. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Across the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Jukes his way for more. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Well, just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, it's first and goal and looking for the first score. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and they blocked it. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Thunderbirds offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up. Jackson gonna throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off-play action. They're all over him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense trying to take it back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10?
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 2nd and long here. RPO complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Rush is on. It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. A 69-yard touch. Drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking for a man. It's Davidson. Moving to his left. He'll throw it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide left, it's Bryant. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Nice move there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Ready, go! Tells the run, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Selling the fake. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 4 wideouts set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Davidson. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Fowler. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run him again. He's inside the 15. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Touchdown, Huskies! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look, confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks it in. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Right side, it's Rogers. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stein. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that can catch the ball and hurt you. I love the formation, and I love the execution.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Johnson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Powers inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. Slips through the line. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just... A return for a touchdown. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they're in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Dropping back, it's Davidson. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. Out wide left, it's Fowler. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of this drive. On the move, he fires. Makes the catch. It's Dorsett. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Look out! Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're gonna have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sun Devils with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now to your game inside Husky Stadium. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. From the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. And send the tight end in motion. Hand it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside, breaks the tackle, and they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down to the air. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 97, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Davidson. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Huskies are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. Left side is Fowler. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback keep. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right at the line. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it in.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson gonna throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short and they'll force a 4th down. The Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw. It's Davidson. Out wide right, it's Fowler. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. On the return, it's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Jackson will throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Fresh set of downs going up top. Zings it complete to the right. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And it's the Thunderbirds with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Dorsett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd and long here. Jackson going to throw it. They're all over him. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Thunderbirds are facing 3rd and inches. Wants to keep it in the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't